barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. September 28th, save the date, save the date. It is official. Eddie Hearn is a cheater and has no fucking integrity or no respect for the sport of boxing. Why, Fred? The nigga knew July 17th that the nigga was on steroids and still kept the fight going. That shit he did for Jarrell Big Mill was a fucking show. He's a frost. He's a fake. He's a slave owner, slave master, elitist, and we need to kick his ass out this motherfucking country. For 3 days, 3 whole days, this nigga knew that Dillian Whyte had tested positive for a banned substance. And he still let the fight go on. Why did he let the fight go on? I can't hear you. Say it louder. Yeah, because the nigga would have been on the books for the millions of dollars that it took to put the fight on. And he would have owed Oscar Rivas a purse because they would have fucking sued his ass. I'm telling you, Eddie Hearn ain't no good. Eddie Hearn saw Friday night that young 28-year-old man, Maxim, go to the hospital for bleeding in the head, right? He had emergency surgery Friday. And Saturday morning, our time, 1 p.m. California time, 8 o'clock Friday night to 1 o'clock, 5, 12, let's see, 8 to 8. 17 hours later. He had 17 hours to make up that decision. Because that card comes on around 1 o'clock my time, right? 1 o'clock, maybe 12:30, 1 o'clock my time. He had 17 hours to pull the card. He has no regard for Oscar Rivas' life. He has no regard for Dillian Whyte's life. He has no regards. Because if Oscar Rivas is beating his ass and Dillian Whyte is on steroids and he's not getting tired but he's getting hit, he can sustain permanent damage. Oscar Rivas, he can sustain permanent damage. Your fists are like heat-seeking missiles when you got steroids, man. I told you guys, you're talking to a guy who's never put an illegal substance in his body. You know what I mean? And this video ain't about me. So I just want you guys to know where this visceral pain and hatred comes from. All right? I've never cheated physically. I just wasn't good enough to be a track star. I wasn't good enough to be an NBA player. I wasn't good enough to be an NFL player. I had to go out and get a fucking job. That's the reality of my life. I wasn't good enough. These niggas are cheating just to be good enough. Dillian Whyte, you're cheating just to be good enough. You're not even great. So it's just asinine. This is just beyond. Eddie Hearn and Barry Hearn are scum bags. They are cheating. And American media, y'all motherfuckers better kill him this weekend. I don't want to hear, listen, I don't want to hear, man, how much are tickets to Dallas? How much I don't have to get a credential. How much is, man, let me work on this shit. Let me work, because I'm supposed to be in Baltimore, and I can't go to Baltimore. Let me work on, how far is Arlington from, somebody put in the comment section, how far is Arlington from IAH? That's where I fly in Houston, right? IAH, what's that? Bush Airport. How far is that from Arlington? I might want to, let's say it's Wednesday. I can get out of here Thursday night and be in, I'm fed. When is he coming back out here? I got to check the DAZN calendar, because this is bullshit. If you work for DAZN, you need to hold Eddie Hearn motherfucking accountable. If you work for ESPN, if you work for the Boxing Voice, if you work for all these other YouTube mediums that cover fight, you need to hold you need to hold Eddie Hearn accountable. He let Dillian Whyte get in the ring with the illegal substance in his body, didn't notify the WBC. Nigga cheated, dog. The nigga put Oscar Rivas' life at risk. ESPN just put out a card 17 hours prior, and they saw a 28-year-old man on the verge of losing his life, which he ultimately succumbed to the injuries and died Monday night, Tuesday morning, dog. Enough is enough of this shit, dog. Enough is enough. Let these great athletes be great athletes. If you're not good enough to be a great athlete, be like me. Get a job. Invest your money. Believe in yourself. Bet on yourself. Do it that way. Become a promoter. Become a manager. Become a sparring partner. Because this shit gotta stop, dog. This shit literally has to stop. Eddie Hearn is not good for boxing. He is no good. He is a scumbag. Barry Hearn is a slave master, and Eddie Hearn is a slave pusher. All right, he just has more cunning word. He tricks you with this word. He's a used car salesman with blue eyes. I repeat, he's a fucking used car salesman with blue eyes. And enough is enough. Because if this was in America, Jack, if this was in America, the fight wouldn't have happened. The fight literally wouldn't have. They would have threw in a heavyweight. You can get anybody. You can get if a nigga ain't. You can get anybody at the heavyweight division. You can get anyone. The tickets are already bought, and they got such a small window to return the tickets. You give them till 3 p.m. the next day to return the tickets. If not, they final. Right? You said you sold 12,000 tickets. Only 2,000 gonna be returned. You announce that shit first thing in the morning. You got 4 hours to return your tickets. If not, the fight goes on as scheduled. You could have flew in Duapas. You could have flew in. Come on, man. Enough, man. Enough is enough, man. Enough. Shakur Stevenson found an opponent in 2 days. They had 3 days to get an opponent. It's easy to find a heavyweight. It is easy to find a heavyweight, man. And this is just flat out disgusting that this promoter who claims to be a promoter, who claims to care about people's lives, who claims to love the sport of boxing, let Dillian Whyte get in the ring with 2 heat-seeking missiles in his body. And a man that can feel no pain. He can't feel no pain on them steroids or, banned substances. Somebody got to step in. Somebody must step in. Now here's the catch. Here's the catch to this fucking bullshit. Here's the catch to this fucking double-edged sword, this double-head agenda that we're up against. Deontay Wilder says a clean Deontay Wilder who's gifted from God, right? His right hand is gifted from God. It's a gift from God. We all have gifts, right? I don't know what your gift is. His is his right hand amongst other things. He's a king as well, right? Now, but let's get into this. He says he wants a body on his record. What's the likelihood of this man getting a body on his record? Less than 1%, right? Much less than 1%. It's a greater chance that he'll concuss you, right? But he ain't gonna kill you, right? Now let's take into account. If you take steroids, what's the purpose of taking steroids? So you can beat a nigga, so you can beat the life out of him, right? It gives you an unfair advantage. You are more likely to concuss someone. You are more likely to produce bodily harm with someone when you're under steroid. And 2, it is an intentional act. It is an intentional act to inject steroids, inject an illegal substance inside your body. Okay? It is just asinine that this shit continuously happens. Y'all motherfuckers bet not give Eddie Hearn a pass. Y'all bet not fucking give Eddie Hearn a pass. Y'all hear me? Y'all bet not give Eddie Hearn a pass. And Deontay Wilder, enjoy that UK media. Soak it up. Tell the truth. They all coming this Saturday to your event. Eat that shit up and tell the truth. All right? Eat it up and tell the motherfucking truth. Let Dillian Whyte, because the people that are coming, they love you. The people that are coming, they spent money to see you. All right? You got allies on that side. All right? Now, at the end of the day, Eddie Hearn should be suspended in America indefinitely. To me, that sounds illegal. When a promoter knows, that sounds fishy. When a promoter knows that their fighter is dirty and he puts them in the ring. Right? Now, the manager, that's a little bit different. And I know the manager is an ally. Excuse me. The manager is an ally, right, to the fighter. He has no ally he's not the ticket salesman. He's not the whatever you want to call it. You guys know where I'm going with that. The promoter is responsible for both lives at the end of the day. Obviously, he has a horse in the race, but Eddie Hearn cared more about profit than another man's purpose. He cared more about profits than the actual persons that were stepping into the ring. I'm going to repeat this again. Eddie Hearn cared more about his pockets and profit than another person's life. How disgusted. IFL TV, you on the motherfucking clock, dog. You on the motherfucking clock because this is bullshit. If you don't hold Eddie Hearn accountable, Dillian Whyte accountable, Barry Hearn accountable, you're a fucking scumbag. You're on the motherfucking clock. You hear me? You on the clock, IFL TV. You're the only train smoking out there. Hold them motherfuckers accountable. You hear me? Anyways, man, I gotta decompress. Woosah, woosah, what that woosah? Bad boys. Man, all right. I got to get in family mode. I got to take the family to the Dodger game tonight. So, Deontay Wilder, keep doing what you're doing. All right. It is. They gonna get this right eventually. Eddie Hearn is a scumbag, dog. He's a scumbag. He tried to murder a fighter. Eddie Hearn tried to murder another fighter. That's attempted murder. That's assault and battery. If I get pulled over with 3 bags of weed, I go to jail for intent to sell. Listen, if I got 3 bags of weed in my Tesla, I go to jail for intent to sell. You understand where the fuck I'm coming from? If Dillian Whyte is on steroids, that's assault with the motherfucking deadly weapon. What's the difference? What's the difference? Barbershop Conversations, man. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. There's more where this come. Tonight we rocking and rolling tonight. I might do 30 videos on this shit. I might do 30 motherfucking videos on this shit. Cause this is so fucking bullshit, dog. I'm so fucking angry. I am so motherfucking angry that dealing Barbershop Conversations, man. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.